Hello students. In today's session, we will continue our work on ratios. We will learn how equivalent ratios are formed, how two ratios are compared using cross multiplication, how a quantity is divided in a given ratio, and how two different ratios are combined using the LCM method. These concepts will help you solve numerical problems accurately. Let us begin. Equivalent ratios represent the same comparison even if the numbers look different. To create an equivalent ratio, multiply or divide both terms by the same non-zero number. This operation does not change the relationship between the quantities. Find two equivalent ratios of 3:4. If we multiply both terms by 2, the ratio becomes 6:8. If we multiply both terms by 3, the ratio becomes 9:12. All these ratios carry the same meaning. To compare two ratios, use the cross multiplication method. If the first ratio is a ratio B and the second ratio is C/D, compare A multiplied by D with B multiplied by C. The ratio that produces the larger product is the greater ratio. Compare 5:7 with 6:9. 5 multiplied by 9 equals 45. 7 multiplied by 6 equals 42. Since 45 is greater than 42, the ratio 5:7 is greater. To divide a total quantity S in the ratio A/B, we use the formula part 1 equals S multiplied by A divided by the sum of A plus B. Part 2 equals S multiplied by B divided by the sum of A plus B. This ensures the distribution follows the ratio exactly. Divide 900 in the ratio to ratio 3. The sum of the ratio terms is 5. Part 1 equals 900 multiplied by 2 divided by 5, which equals 360. Part 2 equals 900 multiplied by 3 divided by 5, which equals 540. A ratio may also compare three quantities written as a ratio B/ratio C. To find actual values, we divide the total in the same proportion. Such ratios are useful when three related values must be distributed or compared. A ratio B/ratio C equals to ratio 3:5 and the total is 100. The sum of ratio terms is 10. A equals 100 multiplied by 2 divided by 10, which equals 20. B equals 30 and C equals 50. The values follow the required ratio. When two ratios share a common term, we combine them using the LCM method. If a ratio B equals A ratio B and B ratio C equals C ratio D, the value of B must be made equal. Multiply each ratio so that both B values match. Combine the ratios. A ratio B equals 3:4 and B ratio C equals 5:6. The LCM of 4 and 5 is 20. Multiply the first ratio by 5 to get A equals 15 and B equals 20. Multiply the second ratio by 4 to get B equals 20 and C equals 24. Final combined ratio is 15:20:24. Scaling a ratio means multiplying or dividing all terms by the same number. This helps remove decimals or fractions and keeps the comparison unchanged. Scaling is used to make ratios easier to work with. Scale the ratio 2.5:3.75 to remove decimals. Multiply both numbers by 4. The result becomes 10:15. This is an equivalent ratio without decimals. When one term of a ratio increases or decreases by a percentage, multiply that term by the percentage factor. For example, a 20% increase means multiplying by 1.20. After adjusting the term, write the new ratio. A ratio B equals 5:7. If A increases by 20%, what is the new ratio? A becomes 5 multiplied by 1.20, which equals 6. The second term remains 7. New ratio equals 6:7. When comparing two ratios, cross multiplication is the fastest and most accurate method. It also works with decimals or fractions. Always compare the cross products instead of simplifying first. Compare 17:24 with 21:30. 17 multiplied by 30 equals 510. 24 multiplied by 21 equals 504. Since 510 is greater, 17:24 is a larger ratio. These methods allow us to form equivalent ratios, compare ratios, divide quantities, and combine ratios accurately. Practice each method carefully so that you can apply them in more advanced problems. Thank you for your attention. Jai Hind.